Hi Leo, welcome. This is our weekly reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Inquiring for the week of August 26th through September 1st, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading. See what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, energies, messages resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, and praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic, but we're not all going through exactly the same thing. So see what resonates for you. It could be one nugget that brings clarity to your situation. It could be the whole reading, or it could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and your intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest and greatest good of everyone involved in the situation, and so on. So we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. Remember how you ride these energetic waves that come through here. Leo, is always up to you in the end. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Or are you going to wait for the next wave? Prepare for the wave. Crash into the wave. Ride the wave. You get the gist. It's always up to you. If you want to make this an interactive video with me and pull some cards for yourself, even playing cards, perhaps you'll get some further depth or personal messages to this reading that makes sense to you. That being said, let's get going with the reading for Leo. I'm going to start with... Where'd you go? Sorry, Leo. I'm going to start with the Animal Oracle. I have a different setup here. Leo, you guys are my first reading. You came up as number 1 for me this week. So, let's see how this setup goes. All right, let's start with Leo. I don't know if I can do this right so you can see me, Leo. All right, let's see what we have for the week for Leo. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for Leo, for the highest and greatest good of all, for August 26th through the September 1st, 2016. Let's pull one card for focus. The mouse. Leo, you're overlooking some important details, so pay closer attention to what's going on. I hear be quiet as a mouse. Just listen. Just listen. Do some research. Perhaps, I want to say, like, pay attention to the documents. Pay attention to the small print. If you're signing anything, I want to say some of you might be teachers. You're going back to school. You have to do some research on some new lesson plans, something like that. Maybe some of you are actually students going back to school. You need to get your books ready. I want to say don't get overwhelmed. Just make a list and start to get your stuff together so you feel a little organized, and, you know, pay attention to the small things that you have to do first, step by step. All right, let's get more information for Leo. I have the Fairy Oracle here. Let's pull another card for Leo. Let's get some more clarity on the details. And say research. I want to say numbers, lists, documents. Perhaps some of you do something with like ordering, taking orders, maybe something across borders, across states, across the country, other countries, import, export, maybe. All right, let's keep going. Let's see what else. Hi, Mannix. Be yourself. So, Leo, be yourself. Let yourself shine. You have some magical unicorn energy around you this week. I love this card. I think it's beautiful. Let your light shine. It's sort of like the Sun card, but with more spirit. You know, more like, not more spirit. The Sun card has spirit, but that's, I don't know, this is something inside you that wants to beam. That wants to beam brighter than your own star. I feel like this affects others. It's telling you the situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis of your personal power. Be you, Leo. You're awesome. Let yourself shine. I want to say let yourself be big this week. Be big. Be bold. I want to say make a bold decision this week. You know? Be bold and be pure of heart as well with your intentions. You know, so that your magic is amplified and is helpful and healing. And I want to say calming for some reason. Maybe you need to breathe before you make a decision, you know? Breathe, do some research, do the numbers, make a list, get yourself together, get organized, and then make a bold decision and move. All right, let's continue. I'm going to go to the I Ching of Love deck. Let's pull one card for Leo. Huan, Leo. So this is when it's important to have intimacy with yourself. I mean, the flip side is you can feel alone. But sometimes you need to be alone to learn who you are, so that when you come back, you know who's coming out to play, you know who's coming out for the day, who's going out to work to get things done. I want to say this involves actually resting too, you know, allowing yourself to go back to your center and recharge your battery. Having love for yourself and giving yourself time to breathe, to rest, to regenerate. It's almost like the Nine of Pentacles in the tarot deck, a little bit. Except it's like nighttime instead of daytime, if that makes sense. So it's like the inside part of the Nine of Pentacles. So being good on your own, understanding that sometimes you might feel alone, you know, you might have to do things alone, whether you want to or not. But at the end of the day, when you wake up the next day, you feel better for doing it on your own, you know, for giving it a go. So maybe you're doing something different this week, you know, you're venturing out on your own somehow, but you need to sleep on it first. You know, this can be feeling separate from others. So, but I feel like you're only seeing things half clearly before this, you know. Once you recharge your juices, go back into your center, I just hear like recharge, reboot, restart, becoming full again, you know, like making your battery fully charged again, not going to sleep for a couple hours, waking. That's hard. I know this is hard. Lately, by the way, energies have been strange. I slept like a baby last night and I fell asleep really early too. But for a while before that, I was really exhausted, but I couldn't really sleep. So perhaps you're getting a chance to recharge your juices fully this week, Leo. If that comes, or if you get that opportunity to go to bed early, just allow yourself to sleep. You know, you're going to come back, I want to say, ready to jump in the crowd again. You know, allow yourself time to be alone, you know, to think straight, to come to grips with things, to see things clearly before you move forward and, you know, the day begins again. I feel like this could possibly be somebody else around you as well that's wanting to be alone. So perhaps that's giving you the opportunity to do your own thing too. So take that as an opportunity, not as something personal. If somebody else wants to be alone, perhaps don't take that personal. Take that as a gift, you know, to have a little alone time for yourself. I also want to mention it's 59. So It's a 14 and it brings you to a 5, so it brings you to change. It brings you back to change. So perhaps you're leaving the crowd and having some alone time, or, you know, something's changing. But I would say it's changing by giving you some juice, you know, so you can go back out fully charged. That's what I'm getting. I want to use this. Hold on, it's under here, Leo. Hold on, Leo. All right. This is the Art of Life Tarot. I'm going to pull a card from here for Leo. Whoa, these are slippery. All right. One card for Leo. The Six of Cups. So, memories of the past being so intense that you can feel them if you think about them again. Sometimes this is a blessing, sometimes this is not, right? Sometimes the Six of Cups is a chance to renew something, rekindle something, redo something. Usually it's matters of the heart, you know, it's relationships. It's also remembering what it was like to play as a child, to have that freedom like you had when you were a child, and you weren't so worried about everything, although your parents may be watching, so you weren't, you know, you had that little, like, you didn't want to be too bad, hopefully, but, you know, you still had that freedom of just wanting to have fun. Perhaps this is somebody in your life that gives you that freedom. I mean, I feel like this is a good Leo energy. It makes me think of the 5th house. It makes me think of partnerships that involve, you know, maybe this is your children too. You're thinking about having children, remembering times with your children. But it's God gave us memories so that we might have roses in December. Sir J.M. Barrie, and it's the red kerchief, portrait of Mrs. Monet, detail by Claude Monet, 1873, Cleveland Museum of Art, Ohio, USA. You know, sometimes I feel like it's sad a little bit. Although sometimes this card's really happy. It's like playing in the woods, playing tag together, you know, reunions. But perhaps he's remembering her going away in this card, you know, and dreaming about when she comes back. So maybe something's going away, maybe something's coming back. Maybe you're just remembering times of the past. But don't get stuck there, Leo. Take that memory and use it to have a new memory, a new experience, you know, that you can remember again. Let's go to the Tarot Illuminati. And I want to pull 2 more cards, Leo. So I'm going to pull one card from here. That's the 9 of Cups, Leo. That's a good card. That's your wishes coming true. That's the genie in a bottle. Make sure your wishes are pure of heart and involve abundance for everybody to grow and expand. Because this is going to happen and everybody can grow from it. Everybody can have growth from that wish. It's completion, you know. Look at this card. It's happiness when you don't think. Perhaps sometimes you always deserve it, or perhaps you feel like you do deserve it, depending on how you look at it. But whatever this is, it's an opportunity that's meant for you to grab. You're involved with it, and it's something that you really want. So what did that make you think of, Leo? What do you really want to have happen? You know, be yourself in this situation. Be true. The 7 of Ariel. So there's spiritual change here in your physical environment from this. You have invested wisely, Leo. Have patience, wait for the harvest, review your progress, and make plans for your next endeavor. So take time to make some plans this week, Leo. There's something big coming. Maybe you're thinking about how you did things in the past, how you can change things for the future, what you did in the past that worked, and what you can bring forward with you. Look at this beautiful garden he's making. It's blossoming around you here. You can see this color, you know, this essence unfolding, and there's still fields behind you to go. When it's finished, it's going to be gorgeous. Make good plans. You have fields of abundance on its way for you, Leo. I love you guys. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you soon.